Hey guys, I'm back with version 5 of my home screen tutorial videos, and this is going to be how to create this look you're seeing right here. As always, all the links are included in the description. That does include the icon packs I use, and of course all the widgets I use as well. Be aware some of this stuff may be paid, so yeah, let's do it. Okay, so the first thing you'll probably notice is I am in full screen mode. You can see I don't have a status bar at the top and I don't have a navigation bar at the bottom. There are a few ways you can do this. The way I'm doing it in this video is I am running the Paranoid Android custom ROM that allows me to have expanded desktop mode. It also comes built in with Pi and Halo, which is a personal choice which I like using. If you're not on Paranoid Android but you are on a different custom ROM, it most likely does have an expanded desktop mode that you can get to by pressing your power button and pressing the expanded desktop mode. Mine says full screen. Or if you're on the stock ROM but you are rooted, you can use GMD gesture controls to get a full screen effect. Now you don't actually have to use the full screen. You can see what it looks like with the navigation bar and status bar. I just don't quite think it looks as good. You lose a bit of screen real estate and it kind of makes this widget here a little bit useless. So I am going to keep it in full screen mode for this tutorial. So yeah, let's go ahead and carry on. Okay, so moving on to one of the most important things, and this is the custom launcher. I am using Nova Prime. There is a reason why I'm using the Prime paid version of Nova. I'll mention that a little bit later, but let's check out the normal settings right now. So we'll just dive into the settings here, go to desktop, desktop grid. The rows are set to 7, the columns are set to 4. The width margin is set to medium, as is the height margin. You can see that's medium as well. Persistent search bar is set to never. I don't have any shadows. In terms of the home screens, that's really up to you. I mainly only use one home screen anyway, but I do have other ones, but again, that's completely up to you. Scroll effect, same deal, it's up to you. I've got it set to none just because I prefer that, but if you prefer a different scroll effect, you can have that. Everything else is stock Nova settings. I didn't change anything else. That goes for the drawer as well. I didn't change anything in here. Obviously, you can if you want to, but I didn't. Now, if I go back to the home screen, you'll notice these gorgeous icons, and I really am a fan of these icons. They're called Nox, and they're actually new. They're from the developer who made the Stark icon pack, and you can see they're just awesome. They've got this kind of shadow effect, and they're kind of squarey. To apply those, you, again, do need a custom launcher. On Nova, you just hit Settings, go to Look and Feel. Once you've installed it, you click the icon theme here, and you just click the icon pack that you did, which is Nox. And it'll go ahead and apply it, and you'll go back to your home screen and you'll have all your icons will be changed. Now, in terms of this arrangement, this is a really simple arrangement. I just have some of my favorite apps down here and some folders that I use the most down here. There's nothing spectacular about that. Okay, so moving on to the widgets, and these two widgets at the top here are stock widgets, so there's not much to actually say. This is the digital clock at the top, and this is the search bar. You can just go into your widget section and find these. You can see there's the Google search bar. And if we scroll to the left, I believe, yep, there's the digital clock. So you can just go ahead and drag these out there, resize them to how you want. You can see just as much space as I'm using right there. And they should fit in quite nicely. You can see there's gaps because we put the margins there. These next two widgets are pretty essential to my home screen and how I use my device. This one on the left here is called Missed It. That is a paid application, but it's well worth the money. The one on the right is called Battery Widget Reborn. It's pretty cool. It gives you loads of features. This is actually a free beta, but it does run out sometime in August, so I'll put the links to the description for both the free beta and the paid version. Probably the most important is this one over here, this Missed It one. Obviously, I'm in full screen mode, so I don't have a status bar to quickly check my notifications. This is what this widget allows me to do, so I'm going to quickly delete this just to show you how easy it is. Once you've got Missed It installed, just place the Missed It widget like you would any widget, so you just find it in your list. Grab it here, put it on your home screen. It will open the application when you do that. Just press the tick for now. We're just going to resize this. We'll go back to that a little bit later. Resize it to the shape you want. You can see by default it comes with missed calls, unread messages, and unread emails. You could leave it like that if you want to, but I want to monitor more of my applications. So that's what we're going to check out next. So to add more notifications to this widget, you need to go to your app drawer, go to apps, and go to the Missed It application. It will show you a widget and a number. Yours might be a different number, but click into that. And this is actually changing a widget. So you can actually rename it. You can see monitored elements right here. This is which applications you want to show up in your widget. So I'm just going to pick and choose some of my different ones right now. Okay, so there you go. You can see my list of applications. This is what's going to show up in my widget. I'm just going to go back here and check out some of the other options I've got. You can tick show numbers as text if you want. And this is on by default. I prefer to have this on. It's show all. It displays all elements, even those without notifications. If you untick this, when you don't have a notification, you'll have nothing in your widget, you'll just have a blank space, so I do think it's better to have it ticked. If we go to appearance and go to numeric, this is messing around with your number. I've changed the size to 18 dip, so it's a little bit bigger. I've also made it bold, and the 0 value is white, so when I don't have a notification, the 0 is going to be a white color. My non-zero value is red, so when I do have a notification, it's going to be red. If I go to the string, this is the text next to it. I've made the text a little bit smaller. You can see 12 dip, and I haven't changed anything else there. Haven't changed anything in static. The background color I've made a little bit more transparent, not completely transparent, but a little bit more than what it normally has. And I've also changed the corners roundness. I like to have it a little bit more rounded, the corners of the widget, so I've changed it to 10 dip. Don't forget, once you're done, always press the tick button, otherwise it won't apply, so we'll just press the tick button here. We'll go back to the home screen, and there you go. You can see my widget. Everything's really nice. You can see that the number is a little bit more bold and a little bit more pronounced than the text. And yeah, let's go ahead and test this. So I'm just going to ring. So there we go. My device is ringing. We'll hang up. And you can see on the widget here, we've got a red 1 next to missed call, so it's working well. The keen eyes amongst you will probably also note that I've got a little 1 on top of my actual phone application, and this is what I needed Nova Prime for. So I'm just going to quickly mention this right now. If you go into Mist It itself, actually we'll just talk about this first. If you go into Mist It itself, go to shared elements, pick all the apps you want to have a badge on. So you can see all these different applications I've got to have a badge on. And if you go to your Nova settings, go to unread count. Like I said, you do need to have Nova Prime for this. Go to provider. You can either choose Mist It, which allows you to put badges on every application, or Telsa unread, which only allows you to put it on Gmail and some other stuff. Click Mist It and you can see you can customize it here. I went for red and I made it large. So you can actually have badges on all your applications, and I think that looks pretty cool. Another thing to note about this widget, once you see a notification in it, you can actually just click the widget and it'll take you straight to that number. So that's pretty cool. If you have more than one in this list, it'll open up a little box telling you which one you want it to open. So I really enjoy using Mist It. I think it's absolutely awesome. To apply this widget here, it's as simple as installing the application, going into your widgets, and just dragging it on and resizing it. That is it, guys. That is the whole home screen. Like I said, it really is all down to this Mist It widget. This makes it awesome. I really love having those little badges as well. They do work for folders and apps inside folders. Yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Peace out.